let's just take this conversation. Hold on. Let's just take this conversation. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. Usually I don't do it, but
it's okay.
Let's just take this situation and change women and men.
Crazy.
Hold on. No. Let me say this. Let's just act as if we were talking about money and finances and resources. That's like saying like it's not that easy having all these options of places to go and food to eat. Like imagine if I had to choose between filet mignon, the McDonald's, all this shit, and you only gotta choose between sardines and shit.
I don't want no crap. Sade Renee, what happened today?
So guys, I keep seeing this video and I tried to get away from it, but they found an ancient forest 630 feet deep in China. Some explorers in South China, I do not know how to say his name, I'm not even gonna try. They found a sinkhole that's 1,000 foot long, and some cave explorers, like they went on a hike and they found this like sinkhole, and in it has prehistoric trees, and they're like 10 times bigger than the ones we see. There's prehistoric animals, like animals that they said were extinct, that are gone, and they're down there chilling. Yeah. And it reminded me of like, there's a lot of movies, Journey to the Center of the Earth. You ever seen Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Who's in it?
The Rock is actually in the second one.
I seen the second one.
Yeah, the second one, The Rock is in it, and what's her name? Vanessa Hudgens. And what's his name? I forget his name. Anyway, it's like a movie where this guy, his dad gets lost down there, so he's like obsessed with it, and they end up going down there, and it's like big ass. Like a bee's like 10 times the size it is here. And so they actually found a place that's like that. And then there's another like theory called Agartha. It's also a movie. And it's about a world underneath our Earth. That it's supposed to be a fantasy, but it's actually based on some kind of real story that there's a whole world underneath the one we live in.
Niggas on level 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Do we have any?
Would you go there?
No. I'm not. I'm gonna tell you right now, like, as somebody that is like, I try to be as open-minded as possible, and like, I've traveled. I'm not going to be the first one to do any. I don't know. Like, I'm not with that.
What if everything on the surface fucks up? You going down?
How bad is it? We still got Wi-Fi? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do we have internet? We got food?
I get what you're saying. We kind of don't really need to go there. But let's explore, man.
Let somebody else explore and then tell me about it. That's my thing. Let's let them go.
Yo, what else do you think we don't fucking know about?
Oh, the water, my nigga. Like, under the water is like 60% of the ocean has not been discovered. So I'm pretty sure there's plenty of things. We still don't know how to make the pyramids, bro. Like, it's like, my nigga, like, the pyramid is so like accurately created and like intricate, and we don't know we don't know a lot of things. So my thing is like, of course, when we figure out shit, and yeah, by all means, when like a couple 100,000 people going in, it's like a normal thing. Yeah, I would love to see what the fuck those animals look like and shit.
I'll
like,
see it on TV. I ain't go down there.
Yeah, show me on TV. You know what I mean? Give me FaceTime me and let me see what. Oh, okay. And then it's cool. I ain't going down there to be the first nigga to enter Jurassic Park. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Nobody. I don't know what to do with this shit. Like, oh, it's a cute little animal. Next thing you know, that nigga transform and bite my motherfucking fingers. Like, nah, I'm good.
That's funny.
Yo, I saw 50 posted something that was pretty interesting.
What do you post?
Florida man receiving oral sex crashes head on into a FedEx truck.
Yo, and nobody gets charged. I read it.
Imagine
nobody got charged because they couldn't really like validate what was going on.
Also, they can't prove it.
And the man who was getting head, and his junk, he's like fucked up.
His dick is fucked up?
His legs.
How shorty's head though? Like, have his
probably fucked up too. That steering wheel.
Wow.
And then the two people in the in the truck, they got hurt.
I don't know how good head has to be for you. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I got road head before. This shit's great, but it's just like
He probably closed his eyes a little bit too long.
He probably like, he probably hit one of those. You know what I mean? Or he probably hit the toe curler.
She was probably hitting him with the
Gog 3000.
Yeah, 3000. With the twisting action.
Yeah, the twisting action. I think she had the kung fu grip on that.
But I don't know.
I don't think it can ever be that good, bro.
Sometimes I look at a lot of these stories and I feel like they gotta be fake.
But look where it's at. It's Florida. One thing I'm gonna say like this.
Florida's crazy.
I don't understand. Florida has some of the biggest lanes I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah,
the biggest lanes I've ever seen. Every highway has at least 4 lanes. You know what that means? Like in New York, we be like speeding in 2 lanes and the lanes be tight as fuck. In Florida, they got 4 big ass lanes, but always have the accidents.
But Georgia's the same way.
I just don't get it. I just feel like, I don't know.
75, 85, there's always an accident. And it's like, yo, there's mad room. How the fuck did y'all get in an accident?
It doesn't make any type of sense to me at all.
And there's an HOV lane.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense.
Makes no sense.
Mad room.
Like, you could, like, switch money. And did you see the crash? Nigga was on the fucking other side of the road.
Yeah.
Like, my nigga, you just...
swirling and swerving.
Yo.
I don't think niggas take shit serious. I don't think niggas take shit serious out there. That doesn't make sense to me. One thing I will say... There
was a trend. What happened on your birthday? What happened when you were born in Florida?
What you mean?
Like, it was a trend. Like, you look up a Florida man did on your birthday.
Oh,
and it's some crazy shit.
On
my birthday, a man shot up a Pizza
Hut. What the fuck?
Because they got his order wrong.
What the fuck? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That chain is fire.
Which one?
I was looking at your rope.
That
shit is hard. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of want me a rope, but that's crazy. That is crazy. Like, yo, and the thing is like, damn, that's sad to hear. But the thing that I will say is like moving back from Hawaii. When I lived in Hawaii for a couple of years, and then moving back to New York, the driving is totally different. So when I came back here, I ain't gonna lie, I felt a little nervous driving.
Really?
It's fucking weird as hell. I came back here and I get on the highways, I was just like a little uneasy. It's like, we got some tight ass lanes, bro. And niggas be doing a lot. Niggas be maneuvering in them tight niggas. You know what I mean? Them little ass lanes. It's not like that everywhere. And I think that's why as a New Yorker, we look at them like, y'all niggas is tripping. Cause in Hawaii, everybody's driving like 2 miles per hour.
Really?
And it's just everybody, and lanes is like, it's a little tight out there too, cause it's not that much space, but nobody's driving fast.
Cause it's a laid back society.
Yeah, it's super. Yo, my nigga,
like they're beach people. They be chilling.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
We're mad we're mad aggressive.
Yeah, here. I'm not gonna lie. And
we need them tight lanes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we do be wilding out here. That's one thing or reason why I want to like kind of get away from New York, because I ain't gonna lie, stress levels out here is kind of crazy. My fault, I keep scratching. I ain't a crackhead, I swear. It's I got an allergy shot. And this shit, bro, them shits be itching like a motherfucker, bro. That shit, like, I got 2 of them right here. Boom, boom. Them shit be fucking me up, bro. I'll be scratching over here all day.
Yo, so I saw this another video, right?
What's that?
I'm just like looking on my phone and shit, and I saw this video. It was really interesting, right? Do you see what's going on here? The caption says, "I want every man and woman to be honest with their answer."
Nah,
how would you react?
Nah, he gotta get smacked,
right?
But you about to get jumped. It's like
that's too bold, my nigga.
So there's a guy walking with his girl. There's a group of guys that come approaching them, and this one guy stares off to his group of friends and walks in between him and his girl and touches his girl. On some like, fuck this nigga, like I'm about to.
First of all, why are you so far from your man? Why y'all letting somebody walk?
Where did this guy go wrong right here?
That man he's a bitch. I'm sorry, like he's a bitch. Like, 'cause I'm not saying he had to fight them.
Nah.
He could have I'd have put, first off, my nigga, you're not stepping in between me and my shorty, bro.
Right.
You're not stepping in between my shorty.
That's probably the first, that's probably the first thing that like went wrong in this whole situation.
First at that point, I'm holding, anytime me and my shorty walking, if somebody was walking directly to us, I'm either guiding her towards my way or I'm guiding her away from that way.
Right.
Like, you're not walking through, my nigga, is you stupid? Like, you're not, I'm a person.
This must have happened in New York.
Yeah.
There's some New York shit.
Nah, that's not some, not fuck. I never in my life, my nigga. Never in my life has a man tried to disrespect me like that. That man just basically said, fuck you.
Pretty much.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful, my nigga. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my temperament, I probably would have just straight up swung on him. Like, that's like, my nigga, you're not doing that to me, bro. Every time I see that shit,
yeah, that's tight, what I'm saying. Like,
I don't get how.
All right, so the first thing that went wrong is he let another nigga walk between him and his girl, right?
Wrong.
He not controlling shit.
Say if he didn't let him walk in between him and his girl, and he went on the other side. I don't think there's either two things that could have went down. He would have still touched his girl, and as soon as he reached to the other side of your girl, you would have to swing on him and get ready to fight all these niggas. You get what I'm saying?
Stiff arm that nigga
I don't think. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. I know I said I would swing on him, which I don't. I can't say that's not the right answer. I think that might. It wouldn't be the safest. It wouldn't be the safest thing.
It doesn't always end up in a fight. You can stand up for yourself and it'll be like, all right, man, you got. I was just saying.
I'm sorry. If a nigga is that bold,
he wants to fight.
He want to fight.
That's true. That's true.
He want to steal your
like
bitch.
that's something that's just like, my nigga, I don't got no. There's levels of disrespect. Like if a nigga if he tried to be sneaky about it, then he probably won't want to fight. That nigga did not care.
Nah, that nigga wanted all the smoke.
He said, "Move out my way while I try to talk to your bitch." That's basically what he just said.
And it's a bunch of. If you look on the other side, can I pause this?
Them niggas don't even look. If you
tough,
my nigga.
If you look on the other side, they would bitches.
Yeah.
It's not even like, and they dress like they coming back from a club or something. But he got a do-rag on.
They gotta know each other, bro. That's probably he probably know. Nah, I don't think nobody's that gully, my nigga. Like, cause my nigga, in the end of the day, what girl is gonna give you the attention while she's walking with another man? You're not. Nobody's that gully, bro. Like, that's movie shit, my nigga.
But she didn't. She tried to walk past, and she moved.
Yo,
she
honestly,
grabbed her arm.
The context could have been anything. It could have been he knew her already.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like he could have known. He could. Yeah, that's more likely.
Or that could have been her ex.
Could have been, and he could have still got swung on. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna just tell you. Even if I'm walking on,
bottom line is he should have got swung on.
He should have got swung on. If I'm
I think bottom line, he should have at least stood up for himself.
No, bottom line, he's a bitch ass nigga. He let that nigga walk in between them. There's no reason why they should have let him.
But on the contrary,
he shouldn't have never gotten that close.
He shouldn't have.
In the middle. Like, if we're walking like that, like you said, I'm pulling your arm. Like, you can walk around. Like, why? Like, I'm like, yo, what's good? Why you just do that? That's mad disrespectful.
It's wild disrespectful. It's crazy, but
she just said, "Fuck your life. I want your bitch."
It's crazy. I'm gonna keep it 100 though. I'm gonna keep it 100. If the nigga's not about that life, he's not about that life, and he knows it.
Well, then that girl need to leave with him. Then the fuck?
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Because I'm gonna tell you like this.
You just sat here and let a nigga grab me, and I'm walking with you. Like, nigga, I'm about to go with him. The fuck?
So hold on.
You about to go with? You would go with him?
Nah.
Why are you letting?
You would leave with the nigga in the blue?
No. I'm not saying that. I said you're letting him touch me. You're letting him touch me. You're my man. We're walking together, and you letting the man touch me. Might as well have left with him. How you gonna let a man disrespect you like that? How am I supposed to feel safe as a woman walking down the street with you? What if that man pulled out something on me? What if what if it went completely different?
Right.
I'm not safe with you, my nigga.
Yeah.
I'm safe. I'd rather be with that nigga. Like, how you gonna let that nigga just fucking thug your shit like that? And I pulled my arm and you still didn't say nothing?
Yeah.
She literally get off me.
Right.
So he said something. And your man's walking ahead of her. Like, what do you mean? Nigga, you're not getting no ass tonight. I'm not sucking dick. I'm leaving. I'm out.
I can't blame you for what you're thinking or what you're saying. I can't.
I think she's right. There's certain situations where you just gotta strap your combat boots up and you gotta thug it out.
Yeah, you gotta go through it. But I agree. Even if I'm a bitch ass nigga, if I'm scared and I know these niggas,
he's straight disrespectful.
But what if the nigga got a gun on him and he knew it? What if he knew he got a gun on him?
He never. We
don't know. There's so much. All we know is this.
His hands are at his sides.
That don't happen in real life, my nigga. This doesn't. This is not something have you ever seen this?
I think
that's all the crazy things we see together.
I think energy irons out energy. I honestly do.
But if the nigga has a gun, for some reason,
I was with my boy, right? I was with
this whole video is speculation.
Yo, listen, I was with my boy one night, right?
Uh-huh.
And this nigga Hodge, if you watching the show, shout out to my nigga Hodge, right? This nigga we were drinking Heineken, just walking, right?
Yeah.
And it was like 6 niggas. Like it looked like we were by we were by where we by? We're by Iona, and it was just a bunch of niggas walking together, probably part of the sports team or whatever. It is Iona, but you like there's niggas everywhere, right? There's niggas that'll do anything anywhere, right? There's like 6 niggas, and this nigga bumped him, and he took his Heineken and he just threw it on the nigga back like this and just kept walking. And the other guy just started like raging, like, what nigga? Oh, this, that. And he was like, you bumped me.
Exactly.
What's up? You bumped me. And I thought we was gonna fight. I was like, all right, so
this is what it is.
Yeah. I tied my hoodie strings, tightened my belt.
You know what time it is.
You know what time it is. Once you match the energy, niggas back down. The nigga was like, he did bump the nigga, but you didn't have to put that on me. Some niggas just talk it out when they shouldn't be talking it out. A lot of the times, you don't want
no smoke, don't touch me.
A lot of the times, niggas just want to sun niggas and don't really escalate it to another level.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. So here's the thing. I still feel like I would have snuffed him, but there's a situation. There's been a couple situations where I did not fight. The one time I was with my little sisters, and then we had a little road rage situation that happened on, and it was this little, I'm not gonna say, but his race, it doesn't matter. The little dude was trying to like get crazy. And I started to get out the car, and I'm like, my sisters were very young at the time. They were like, I'm 10 years older. I had to be like 19, 18, so they were 8 and 7. And I'm just like, damn, can I justify getting out of the car fighting in the middle of the street with my little sisters in my backseat? So I got back in the car and left. Another situation, you was there when my sister told me that situation. I had to pull up.
Yeah.
I was ready to turn up, but then my mom showed up. And I'm just like, do I really want to fight when my mom's is there? What if I get like punched in the face and then my mom try to jump in and somebody hit my mom?
You better go in with all you got.
Nah, I'm not fighting in front of my moms, bro. My mom is not. I don't know how your mom's is, but my mom see me fighting. My mom's gonna fight. Yeah. And I'm not gonna have my mom at her age outside fighting. I'm sorry, I don't believe in that type of ratchet shit. So, like, I don't know. Like, you know how they be like, there's family members is like, hey, let them shoot the one. Nigga, if I don't care what you are, if you're fighting my sister and I'm there, we're fucking fighting.
Oh,
I don't care, bro. Like, there's no fair fights with my family members. Like, you hit one, you just punch me in my heart, my nigga. I'm killing you. Like, that's not happening, bro. So, in the end of the day, that's how my family gets down. So, in those situations, it's like, I get it. I don't know if that applies to what we just watched. I don't know, bro. Like, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I feel like the nigga should have swung. I feel like the nigga should have swung.
He should have at least checked the nigga. Like, I'm not saying swing,
that's
but
what I'm saying.
I was feeling like, yo, was good.
At least check him. At least check
what's
him.
Good? Like, nigga, you touched that's my girl.
I think as soon as he reached, he should have slapped his hand down. Like, what the fuck is you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, am I not standing here? And I feel like once you get to that point, you gotta fight, my nigga. Yeah. You gotta fight. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like people that think that they can just walk over people.
Yo, but there's also situations too where, like, I'm gonna go back to the video. Oh, this is another topic, but I'm gonna go back to the video, and the nigga sticks up for himself and he gets slept, and then the chick end up not having respect for him anyway.
See, now I don't agree with that. That nigga that nigga was multiple people.
Yeah, exactly.
If that man stood up and fought for your honor, bro, and he got slept. That nigga still a gangster to me.
Girls don't think like that.
That nigga's a gangster to me.
No, I would respect the fact that
that nigga's a gangster to me. I don't give a fuck.
That's what I said.
If it's okay, baby. Anytime you stand up to multiple niggas, not knowing what they got on them, if that nigga was that confident to step between you and your girl with multiple niggas on me, in my mind, you got a gun.
Yeah.
And you still got it shaking, you a gangster, my nigga.
No, it could just be that he's around his niggas. You don't have to have. He don't have a strap on him. If he was by himself,
nigga, I'm sorry, bro.
If that nigga was by himself,
or he crazy.
If he was by himself, he definitely he's trying to use something.
Yeah, in my mind, I don't put faith in people. I don't know. I've been in a lot of fights where like niggas was not where they would. I was with niggas, but I was fighting by myself. If a nigga is overly confident, where he's wanting to do some wild shit to disrespect you.
He deserved to get
I feel like the nigga either he knows something you don't know or he got something you don't know. If he still was going to get up and fight that nigga, I respect that man, bro. Like that's a man. That's a man. I don't even want to call him gangster. Let's get rid of that narrative because I'm not no gangster. I'm not no thug. I'm a man, and
you gotta stand up for yours.
You gotta stand up for yours,
shit,
bro.
I ain't no man, but you not touching me. I guess I'm a girl. But if I was that girl, I would have smacked the shit out of that nigga. I might have started some shit, but I'm ready to back up everything I'm starting. Don't fucking touch me. I don't fucking know you.
You have every right to.
I don't know you. Don't touch me. I don't like being touched. Don't touch me.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm with my man and I'm gonna yell at my man like you're not gonna do nothing. Yeah. I'm like we would have stopped. I would have started a big ass commotion. She just that's just me. Like I said, I'm emotional and I don't like this is my space. Like you just disrespected me and my man and we're walking and you touched me.
Yeah.
Don't touch me. I don't know you.
Yeah.
I would have just threw a fit.
You know what's dangerous too? Like, I used to walk around just motherfucking on one, like,
yo,
you get what I'm saying? Just wilding, just on one.
Nigga,
like,
we used to walk through fights.
That's what I'm saying. You don't do that shit to certain niggas.
Yeah,
you
never know.
Start shaking with certain niggas, they start smiling.
Yeah,
you don't know
what's wrong with that.
Yeah, you don't know what.
You don't know what's wrong. Yo, my nigga, I'm telling you, bro. A lot of people used to think, especially my cousins, you wild big, bro. One thing, I think I told the story before, but I'm not even going to go into it. The point is, my cousin used to stress the fact that I'm a large person. I don't give a fuck, my nigga. I done seen some little niggas get it shaking, bro.
The little niggas be getting it.
Little niggas be getting it shaking, my nigga. And some of them niggas is crazy. I done seen a little nigga get washed in the club, and kept getting back up. And this nigga's bloody as fuck. Nigga got tired that kept washing him. And then the little nigga started beating this nigga ass. And then started sea-walking after the nigga got knocked out, bloodied up. I'm just like, nigga, this is some movie scene shit, bro. That was like eerie, my nigga. Like, you a little crazy,
I think niggas that are smaller gotta they gotta cross the line first.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Like, I think those are niggas that are more, what do you call it? Like, they're more self-encouraged to stab you or bust something across your head.
Yeah.
Or, like, you get what I'm saying?
You gotta be careful.
Because it's like, when you out in the real world, there's no weight classes.
Yeah.
There's no heavyweight, featherweight, lightweight.
None of that.
It's just him against him. And it's like, okay, you got the genetic advantage. I'm gonna pick this something up, or I'm gonna take this something out of my pocket and make it even. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of those niggas is niggas that is going too far, and it's like, all right.
And you know what's crazy? Like we talked about it in a couple episodes about wearing masks. I never really was a confrontational kid, but what I realized as a kid, by being overly nice and like approachable, because I was big, a lot of little niggas would try to take advantage of like, oh, I know how he is. And if I could fuck with him in front of people, it's going to solidify don't fuck with me. So they would try to like sun me and shit. When I ain't gonna front, when I was a kid, I was soft, bro. Soft. I was just like, I just want to be friends. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't want no problems. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, I wasn't like, I feel like I was a little too naive. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't understand like that dynamic. Yeah, the social dynamic of like, of alpha and beta, you know what I mean? I don't think any kid understands that.
Yo, but this,
I think innately you do. Like I'm little. Like I'm 5'4", and
you're an average female size.
I'm an average female size, but there's a lot of big bitches out there, and they're fucking bullies. Like I had the opposite of you.
All,
like
but
nah. Like, especially if you like, nah,
all these big bitches is bullies.
They really will try to bully you. Like, I've had girls like step up on me, and I'm just like, bitch, I will uppercut your ass.
Yeah,
like, you know, like you said, some of us is crazy.
Yeah, and that's what. So that's what brings me to my point.
Like, don't try something. You don't know what you're coming for.
One thing people underestimate is like mixed martial arts, boxing, shit like that. You
trained to disarm.
Listen, anybody listening to this podcast, you go to a club and the nigga starting shit with you, and he got cauliflower on his ear.
Don't fuck with that, man.
Go into Google and look what cauliflower looks like.
That nigga is.
When you see anybody got like a swollen, like puffy ear,
don't fuck.
You're going to get locked in an arm bar and
you might get your ribs broken.
Yeah, on some real shit.
Some shit that you're
on some real shit. Yeah,
everybody was just thinking about God in their face, my nigga. The niggas might just fucking punch you in your solar
straight
plex,
rib shot,
stop you from breathing completely for like a couple seconds.
Yeah, a lot of people just think like street fighting is the way. Like, so, there's a nigga that's been training for 15 years and can't wait to practice this roundhouse. Samoan roundhouse to your temple.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
shit.
As somebody that I've taken martial arts I'm a black belt in American karate. I've never in my life used it in a fight. Growing up as a kid, I haven't fought. Man, when's the last time I got to a fist fight? That's probably in my early 20s. You know what I mean? I don't really fight like that. I've never been in an altercation I couldn't solve with my words. But growing up as a fighting, I fought a lot. And I've never used it. Like, I've never had to use it. But if somebody fucking uses martial arts on you, bro, like, my nigga, it's breaking your limbs, your joints, excuse me. It's very...
Because it's life or death.
It's life or death.
Because they were using this tactic to train back when guns weren't so available. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and this is
passed on in tradition of like when you're out of bullets, like hand-to-hand combat to kill type
close
shit.
Quarter combat
that shit is not like, this is not no motherfucking ha. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is like Steven Seagal is out here to like break songs.
Steven Seagal is horrible, my nigga. But that nigga definitely knows his shit though.
No, of course, but I'm saying like Steven Seagal, he's like he's like the nigga you think of. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying, like, what I'm trying to say is, if somebody that's like trained, they're used to getting hit. That's one thing I'm going to tell you. Like, a lot of people that get into fights or talk tough, like, it's something, a saying that they always say in boxing, or from training in boxing. Your plan kind of goes out the window until you can have a plan until you get punched in the face. Yeah. Like, you get punched in the face, my nigga, it's just like everything you learn kind of just gets washed. You know what I mean? Because it's like that adrenaline, like pain.
Not if you've been practicing.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you get punched in the face when you spar. You get what I'm saying?
But that's my point. Everything, it doesn't matter if you've been training or not. It does, because let me just say my point. The fact of the matter is you've been sparring if you've been training, meaning you've been getting punched in the face before. So it's not going to be any, like, you're okay with that. This nigga that's been training punches you in the face, you don't have that training.
My nigga, you ever got kicked in the stomach?
Hell yeah.
You ever try to focus while you kick
hard as hell, my nigga. You know how hard, bro, forget trying to focus. Trying to get a breathing rhythm. But why do you think, I don't know if you've ever seen boxers. That's controlling your breath. Do you know how tiring fighting is?
Yeah, of course.
It is.
3 minutes feel like 3 hours.
Nigga, 1 minute, 1 minute of fighting is tiring as fuck.
Yeah.
If you do not know what you're doing. Right. You ever see two females fighting?
I'm gonna say y'all talking about like niggas. Y'all talking about niggas fighting.
So much energy being wasted, bro.
That's
so, and niggas just try to throw haymakers.
Yeah. My niggas, please throw a haymaker. You're giving me telegraphing signs. Please throw a haymaker, bro. That right there will be the end of you, my nigga. You won't even know what happens. You won't even know what the fuck. I remember, like, it's over, my nigga. What? You gonna cop back on me? Oh, my nigga, fuck that. Like, you gotta understand that nowadays in 2022, where MMA is not unheard of anymore, it's very normal. There's so many people that practice that shit. It's cool, yeah, but I think every man should know that. I think every person should know that.
Is it more popular than boxing right now?
Hell yeah, boxing is like. Yeah. Why you think that fucking what's the two little white brothers? Jake Paul, the Paul brothers. Yeah. Why you think them niggas is boxing niggas? Trying to bring attention to boxing.
That's true.
Boxing, like, you gotta understand the sweet science. I love boxing. The sweet science, it's not like how people don't understand. I feel like we're kind of like devolving as far as like what we want for entertainment. Nobody wants to see niggas are actually questioning Mayweather's skills. This nigga is so fast and so evasive that he barely takes punches to the face. And they are like, oh, this nigga Mayweather's scared, he's running. This is another trained boxer that can't hit him. He cannot lay a punch on him. that's not merited. They just complain about it.
Yeah.
MMA, niggas is losing teeth. Niggas is getting knocked out. Niggas is breaking legs, getting choked out.
When I look at Mayweather, he just mastered that like Philly shell.
Philly shelling's fast as fuck.
Yeah.
Fast as fuck. My nigga, like, if you watch Mayweather's fights in slow motion and you don't get chills, then I don't know. That shit is crazy, bro. Like, this nigga is like, I'm talking about like a fraction of a head missing punches. And then smacking the nigga back. He hits niggas so fast that it doesn't even look like he's hitting.
It's crazy now to like think back to that situation. Mm-hmm. When you do martial arts, you feel like you like can at least fend for yourself somewhat more than like the average person at least. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So I think like a person in that situation where that nigga walked between him and his girl, you get what I'm saying? He
doesn't feel the confidence.
He don't feel that.
That's funny because Kevin Samuels used to say these niggas need to learn these skills.
Jordan Peterson.
He used to say that all the time.
Peterson said that. He said that men should be dangerous. He was saying that you'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Definitely, because that even what Jordan Peterson was using that analogy is to be like, he was talking about what makes a person a good person. A lot of people think they're a good person. It's just that they're not dangerous. Like, I feel like a good person is somebody that knows he can destroy you.
Right.
But it's still peaceful.
Peaceful. Yeah. That's a good person.
Yeah.
Right. But if you're incapable of destroying anything and you just don't try to, it's like, well, you possibly can't.
Yeah, right.
So at the end of the day, like, I see what you're saying. I do agree every man should. I feel like men and female.
I feel like everybody needs to know. I feel like
everybody should know some
themselves.
form of defending themselves.
Absolutely.
Because the discipline that it comes from, I don't think everybody should, because you notice like people that start fights are usually the ones that don't have the training.
They usually don't finish them.
No, because that's the first thing you learn in training, how to use it.
Exactly. So once you know what you're capable of doing, I think that ego.
And you know, the other thing too, like, I spar with people, I'm about to bust this nigga's ass, and I get my shit flipped over. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it humbles you. And you can't tell. You can't really tell with people. Maybe, you could look at somebody and like, yeah, nigga got big ass arms or big ass back. Like, nigga look like he does some type of exercise or training.
I don't even look at people's size. I look at people's heads.
But I'm saying, walking in the street, how else would you know if somebody gets physical?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. You should be prepared. And it's crazy because, like, I think now, like, that's kind of like a lost thing. Niggas just shoot each other.
That's true.
There's no fair ones anymore. Niggas ain't fighting no more. It's just
that's crazy.
Guns.
You remember when niggas like just chilling with your homies or your cousins, like you had I would slap box and testing each other's hands? It's not a thing anymore.
No,
my son just showed me a video of him slap boxing.
But that's your son though. You probably raising him that way. Niggas is not testing their hands no more.
Yo, we like as kids used to know everybody's hands.
Yeah.
Just like everybody's jump shot.
I know how. That's crazy. The analogy is, I remember growing up at Lincoln Park boxing niggas, bro. I remember, I'm not gonna put his name on here, but this is a nigga that I swear to God, there's a couple niggas that I done laid out at Lincoln Park, but there's one nigga I ain't gonna lie, I was too bitch to fight. That nigga Russ. Big Russ. Russ is fucking annoying. He kept chasing me.
Yo, you talking about the gyro spot?
Russ Flower. What you mean?
The gyro? No. He's a chef now, right?
Yeah, he's a chef.
Yo, I'm sorry for switching up the topic, right? I love food.
Yeah, I love food.
Them motherfucking, I don't even know Russ like that, but Russ
is a good dude.
Them motherfucking gyros.
Yeah?
Them shits is fucking slamming.
I gotta see, give me the address of the show after the show. I want
to pull up to he be in the back too.
Yeah?
Them shits
I'm gonna pull up on him. I fuck with Russ. Russ is like,
them shits is fire.
I grew up
growing up in New Rochelle, right? Grow up in New Rochelle. You got the hood niggas, you got the Get Fly boys, and anyways, there's groups that was growing up. That was established. I always felt like an outsider to the projects. I used to live down Sickles Ave. That's right around the corner from Hartley Projects.
Yeah.
But I always felt like an outsider. And I ain't gonna lie, I was a little intimidated growing up by like hood niggas. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say names and shit, but the old heads, you heard stories about them. You know about being a kid and you hear stories about the older niggas. I ain't gonna front, I was a little intimidated about them. I always felt like an outsider. I go to Lincoln Park, niggas would try to thug me and shit and go off the court. And I'm like, just moved to New Rochelle. I'm like 5, 6 years old. I'm like, all right, whatever. Russ always show love, bro.
Yeah,
Russ was like a fucking giant. I'm
he's a big teddy bear, though.
6'2", 6'3". I don't even know. I just went to the doctor. They told me I'm 6'3". But anyways, this nigga is like enormous, big, way bigger than me. And he had to be like, what, 6'7", 6'6"? This nigga's a fucking giant. Anyways, he's not no skinny, tall kid. He's like my body type. Body type, not size. He's bigger than me and whatever. But he always like was mad embracive. You know what I mean? Like
sweetheart. Very
sweet dude, like protective, like he always held me down. Like I don't even like consider him as to be part of my like inner circle or anything like that. But he's just always been a good dude. So I kind of want to stop by just to show the nigga love. You know what I mean?
Yo, so check this out, right? This is another funny topic because we went on, and basically the verdict for this video right here, man, is men become dangerous.
Yeah, please.
You get what I'm saying?
That's unacceptable.
Be a dangerous nigga, but don't use it on anybody. Just at least know that you can, that you know what an arm bar is. Also, you know how to jab, hug. You know how to, because even if you have, protect your lady. Like, yo, I saw another video, right, and it was about this nigga Andrew Tate. You know who Andrew Tate is?
Yeah.
It's this English nigga. He's a douche, but I love this nigga. He's hilarious. He was saying that he's not friends with women. He doesn't have platonic relationships with women. And he's saying that because if a situation like that happens,
they're gonna call you.
No, like that right there. Or if she punched a nigga and now you have to fight a bunch of niggas, he not even getting his dick sucked for it. He not, you get what I'm saying?
He just being a good friend.
He in the friend zone.
Yeah.
And he over here protecting your ass.
That's true, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You get what I'm saying? That is true,
because it's like,
but he's a trained kickboxer though. Yeah. But he was talking about a situation like that, and he's saying when you're with any woman, you need to protect them because of a situation like this. Because that's if that was say if that was two niggas, right? And you walking and a nigga bump me. You get what I'm saying? And you walking, do you feel like you have to protect me as much as that you have to protect her?
No.
You get what I'm saying?
No, but at the same time, if you fight, we fighting.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So if I'm gonna ride with my nigga, why would I not ride for a girl? You know what I mean? That I'm with. You know what I mean?
I think there's a little more accountability for walking with the woman.
Because she doesn't have the facilities that you have. You know what I mean?
Do you agree or no? Do you agree?
Nah, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I'm not trying to play women enough because my little sister Brittany, she be knocking niggas out. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna say I think I fought more guys, dudes,
and them niggas is all
girls.
Bitches. I'm sorry.
I agree with you. However, I just feel like as a woman, you can't yes, it's good to have men that you can depend on that will defend you. But at the same time, like my dad told me, don't nobody got you like you got you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you gotta know how to hold your own shit down no matter where you are. Be ready.
I agree.
Be ready. And I just feel like that. Like
I agree.
As a girl, especially walking, taking the bus, I've gone in situations where guy hollered at me and was like, yo, what's good? And I'm like, not today. And I was mad nice. It wasn't no problem. The nigga duffed me out, knocked my glasses off. No.
See, any man that is willing to put, see, that's the thing. I'm not sitting here saying you shouldn't be able to, you shouldn't.
But I'm saying you have to.
You have to. I agree. I agree.
Because you're not always going to be in the company. And it just so happened there was two dudes that saw it.
And didn't do shit?
Nah, they jumped out their cab and they came, they helped me out.
Okay.
But I already had that shit held down.
And that's what's up.
So I just feel like, yes, men should be dangerous. Yes, men should know how to protect. But women, don't be out here thinking every man, obviously from the video, every man's not gonna protect you. Not every man's capable of it. And it's all good, but I feel like it's a dangerous world out here. You get what I'm saying? So just protect yourself. Don't go out here just thinking it's all good and men are just gonna jump out the way just to, look out for you, protect you, because that's not always the case. And some, there's just crazy, dangerous people out here. Just protect yourself. Walk with something in your pocket. I've always known, don't leave out the house with something in your pocket.
Also, I want to say, because I told my little sisters, I'm very protective of my babies. Ladies, if there are ladies watching, There's an app called Noonlight. If you ever in a situation where you feel it's a little sketchy, there's an app called Noonlight where you hold, there's a button. The whole app is just one button. You hold the button, and if shit get too crazy, let go of the button. Immediately your phone will send shit to the police. They'll have your coordinates, and they'll go right to you. It's called Noonlight. Noon light.
Yo, I don't be liking that shit when like say if like so my mom would get pulled over by cops, right? And she'll start telling the nigga off, talking about, oh, why'd you pull me? Why the fuck you pulled me over? You don't even got no college degree to be having this job.
My mom be
and I'm like, yo, mom, like if you had to square up with one of these guys that you cussing out like that, like what would happen? Like,
I'm gonna die.
Like that. Like don't. You can't be walking around doing that.
No,
I feel
you don't
like
unnecessarily start situations that you can't finish.
But
you get what I'm saying?
I feel like
defending yourself and starting shit is two different things.
I feel like there's a lot of people, maybe men and women, but in this case, I'm talking about women that are like that have the intention to go off.
I had to talk to my sister about
and
that.
it's like you gotta, cause some of these niggas like you gotta chill with that going off shit. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you said this. You know why? Because I'm gonna keep it 100. This is a conversation I had with my sisters. Cause after a couple times, my sister, I'm not gonna say which one. One of my sisters had a couple of confrontations, and each time she would call me, and I'm ready to fight because just off of my emotions. This is my like these little girls used to sleep on my chest, like this big. You know what I mean? So there's like this is like my babies. So anytime somebody bothers them, I'm like ready to fight. So I told them, I'm like, listen, you got to think of these situations. If you put yourself in a situation and somebody puts their hands on you, that hit that you just got hurts 10 times more. Because not only does it hit you, it hurts me. And not only is that hurting me, I'm going to want to defend you. So don't put yourself in a situation where I may have to go to jail.
They're very lucky that.
Or I may have to fucking get hurt. And that brings, thank you, I appreciate that, Sha. But it's not even just that. Me, I also think of shit like when I got my niggas with me and I'm about to get into a problem, I try to gauge, can I talk my way out of this? Because my nigga Niz is a rider. My nigga Slink is a rider. S done ride with me in situations. If I get into this confrontation, these niggas is gonna fucking end up getting a competition. I don't know who got a gun. I don't got a knife. I don't know.
I don't think girls think like that.
You know what I mean? So if you fuck with the people that you love,
consider them.
You have to consider.
You got it.
There's plenty.
That's nicely put. Please, like a lot of, I feel like a lot of times, like
beef is inherited.
Even my sisters be getting into some bullshit, and it's like they just expect people to just be on their side, and it's like, what happened?
Exactly.
For you to get into this conversation, because we don't even ask that.
Yeah.
You just in this conversation. You just in this situation now.
Yeah, and there was one time.
And it don't matter why you in this situation.
Now you defending some bullshit.
I guess I'm different. I remember just like like hanging out with certain people. Like they were fighters, and I would tell them like, yo, if y'all get into some shit, I'm out. Like I'm not fighting for y'all because I just know like
you probably started this shit.
Yeah, like not even that, but it's just like you said, like a lot of women just unnecessarily start shit. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's not like women, I have a little sister. Unfortunately, I don't got no brothers. I got cousins, and yes, they would ride for me, but I handle my shit. You get what I'm saying? Anything that I walk into, I know I can finish it. Like a lot, but my sister. There's plenty of situations where like my sister or just like females I just be hanging out with. They start shit and they can't finish it. And it's like, yo, Sade, come. Nah, you on your own. And I know like everybody's like, oh, that's not loyal. You're whack for that. But I'm sorry. Like you said, you're not considering me. Yeah. I got shit to lose. You get what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but what I look like out here just fighting and like you said, that shit is fucking exhausting. Girls be pulling hair, they be stabbing each other. They crazy. I ain't got no time for that.
I seen a video where a girl
I ain't got no time for that. Girls
straight up pulled out a pistol and shot another girl at a pool party.
What?
Yeah, I see. I'm telling you, like it's crazy, bro. Like,
I see some bitches get stabbed. I'm not with that.
Yo, one big caveat of this whole thing is like there's times I've been to the club and I'm in there with a bunch of girls, right? And
that's a dangerous place to be.
You're in there, and I'm in there because I I'm with somebody and she's bringing a bunch of her friends, and you know what I mean. It's just we've been in those situations, and there's a nigga in there just mean mugging, just grilling, just big tough goon nigga, right? Mm-hmm. I bump into him, spill his drink, right? I got high social sensory, so instead of trying to iron it out, I say I can be like, talk to my friend. Right? Some pretty girl come over and come talk to him. All that gangsters, all that shit is out the window.
Now he's a whole different nigga.
He's a whole different nigga. Like, niggas are not going to the club for that. That's the thing that niggas don't really understand. Like, the biggest thugs need love.
Everybody.
They want to be cuddled up under some big ass titties. Yep. And they want to be kissing somebody.
Nice, smooth skin.
And they just the most sensitive.
Yep.
That shit be crazy.
It's crazy as fuck, and it's true.
That shit be.
You're not lying.
So imagine doing something to a nigga's girl or wife. Yeah. Like, you cross.
Nigga get crackhead strength when that happens.
Niggas get crazy when. That's why women are a different caveat. That's why if you putting your hands on the wrong woman or somebody's sister, or you get into this situation where we see you on the side, you don't know
what's gonna happen.
Who is tied to
that
that
might
girl?
Pick up that fucking table and fucking put you through that shit.
You don't know who's tied to this girl. A lot of the time, these little beefs in the streets and niggas beefing over this and that shit started over a bitch.
And that's the thing, man. Like
95% of the time, they not fighting over their block.
Like,
they fighting over
women know they got power like that. Like, that's the thing. Like, yo, listen to that Kendrick Lamar song. Remember when shorty was like, "I should have fucked your cousin" or some shit like that?
Yeah, they know.
Nigga, they say it because they know it holds power. Like, what? Like, you gotta be careful with women. That's all I'm saying. You gotta be careful with women, and you gotta be able to protect yourself. And I'm not always the most responsible or have the right answer. I said I would have swung on dude. I don't think that's probably. I think now I would have definitely slapped his hand, like right here, slapping his hand.
Like, I would have stiffed Heisman that hoe.
And then we probably wouldn't even have separated. Like, nah. Like, if I see a group of niggas, I'm grabbing your hand and moving you where we're going. And I don't know, man. I feel like you got to be careful in these situations. Because
honestly, I knowing myself, I'm gonna keep it 110, 1,000. I'll be walking, I'd see these niggas, right? And there's no way I will let a nigga go in between
not at all
and my chick, right? So it'll either be he bumps into me. If he bumps into me, I'm not gonna be like, oh fuck it, fuck you, fuck us up, nigga. Da, da, da.
Nah.
He bump into me and I'll strong on him, so he's like, oh, and I'm like, oh, my fault.
Yeah, simple as that.
I'll do that.
Like,
you get what I'm saying?
Since you want to be stupid, let's be stupid together.
I'll do that. I wouldn't bump him and be like, fuck you walking. The fuck are you doing? Type shit. Yeah. I'll bump him till you, oh shit. I'm like, oh, my bad.
My nigga, I ain't no weak nigga.
Oh, shit. I did that?
Hold on,
my bad.
Yeah. And then and that way the nigga know, like, all right, this nigga is not going. Like, one thing is this, like, I just don't think that situation right there. You don't handle it defensively or you don't handle it offensively. You got to be like on the borderline of each.
You really, I don't know. Sade says you just got to swing on the nigga.
No, I didn't say swing on him. I'm like, yo, it's good. Like, why? Like, that's mad disrespectful. I'm telling you, they left and she's like, yo, you let him grab me.
Yeah, you let
him grab me like that. You're not gonna do nothing.
That would eat me for the rest of the fucking.
Nigga, that nigga didn't get no ass that night. I guarantee you.
That nigga, I don't know.
I guarantee you, he never saw that bitch again.
And then he dodged them.
I'm not safe with you. I'm not safe with you. He
act like you didn't see it. That's the worst part.
I'm not safe with you, my nigga. I'm not safe with you. Now my cousin's coming to beat your ass because you didn't look out for me. I know. I'm joking. I know it. Nah, but that ass.
That's what I was just talking about, though.
But that's exactly what happened.
What I was talking about.
That's exactly what happened.
Now my cousin's gonna come beat your ass.
Nah, I'm sorry. I'm washing. I'm watching film. Niggas not gonna come test me.
No, I'm
saying.
But you touch me.
What I'm saying is, men are intertwined.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? In all
I get what you're saying.
All these situations.
I get what both of y'all saying. I think
I would have handled my.
I think he just need to be left alone. Like that he need to go find himself. I don't know what the fuck, my nigga.
I would have intimidated by all the people.
I would have been asked a question now.
Go ahead.
If that's just a gay friend, how does the narrative change?
Nigga, you still a nigga.
You still a nigga.
Okay.
You still a nigga. I don't care if you
I'm
gay.
surprised. I'm surprised you said that because a lot of like I seen a lot of situations like this nigga. Oh, he gay. Oh, okay.
Nah, my nigga. I know gay niggas that give it.
I know a lot of gay niggas too, bro. Them niggas in the military,
my
bro. Them niggas is definitely riding, bro.
Listen, my nigga Bubba fucked up every nigga in the hood. Ain't nobody fucking with Bubba, and this nigga.
I thought you said somebody else was like, he gay?
No.
You know what I thought you said? I ain't gonna say anything with a pie.
Nah, one of my niggas, he's gay. That's my nigga, but that nigga he forget he gay. Like, fuck being gay, that shit ain't got nothing to do with his hands. He gonna fuck your ass up.
Hey, Omar was a beast. You know what I mean?
The fuck that got to do with it? Regardless, it's really, like, it's disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's disrespectful. You let two people walk. You let a nigga walk in between y'all, whether that's your friend or not. Yeah, he violated her. He touched her.
That was wild.
He touched her. Don't touch me.
That was wild. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Since we're talking about like this almost double standard type of thing, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things going on in the media where men are seen as predatory. But you don't really see a lot of times women being called out for the predatoriness or however you call it.
Big bars.
And I saw this right here, right? 28-year-old teacher charged for sending 16-year-old student naked photos after telling him she heard rumors like that he liked her.
Put that bitch under the jail. She nasty.
My nigga, if I was 16...
That's what's crazy. You know what's crazy is that's the most fucked up part about it. Y'all niggas think that shit is cute.
It's not cute.
Y'all niggas is nasty. That bitch old enough to be your fucking auntie.
She is nasty for doing that.
But y'all niggas
if I was 16, I definitely would have been with that shit. Let's keep it one down.
But that's the fucking problem. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Let it be reversed. Let it be a 16-year-old girl and a 28-year-old nigga.
My nigga, I'm busting that shit too. I'm 16.
If I was 16, I would definitely bust.
Listen, let that bitch come from my son. I'm beating that bitch ass.
But you get it.
I get it.
That's nasty.
It is nasty. It's like, unacceptable.
Let it be horrible. Switched. Let that be a man and a girl. It's nasty.
The shit would be fucked up.
But y'all been ingrained that getting sex, getting pussy from an older woman gives you a badge of honor. Y'all niggas is being out here being raped. Like the fuck?
Though. That shit is fucked up.
Jada Pinkett, I'm sorry, but Jada Pinkett should be under the jail. Sorry. Shit. All right. That's predatory nature.
Let's run it back. Let's run it back.
Let's reel it in a little bit. I am 100% in agreement with you, Sade. But if I'm going to be honest with myself, if I was my little 16-year-old horny self was approached by this little red bone,
Lil Gina,
I'll be in that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie.
That's not even funny.
It's not funny, but
my son is this age.
I understand.
I'm going in on that bitch. Put that bitch under the jail. That's nasty.
I get it.
That's nasty.
And you're absolutely right. She needs to go to jail. She needs to serve time. After she finished.
Yeah, because if that was a 28-year-old nigga and a 16-year-old girl, that's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
It's both disgusting. What do you mean? You're not like, it's crazy because even if you're sexually prepared to deal with that woman, you're not emotionally or mentally prepared to deal with this woman. These women are going to manipulate you. Whatever your mama not give you, she gonna give you. Yeah. And you're gonna think nothing's wrong with it. Yeah. That is wrong. That's a predator. I'm about to say, I seen an article where this guy, a woman from the church. This shit happens all the time. Like most of the dudes I know lost their virginity to an older girl.
Me too. I got fucked by a 20-year-old girl.
So your mama should have beat her ass. But I know. But that's the fucked up part.
It's wrong.
But you're the man for that.
Yeah,
and the little girl that was in the same situation, she's a fast ass little hoe. That shit wrong.
No, she's not a fast ass little hoe. She's getting raped.
But this is what I'm saying. But there's a stigma against it. Like a lot of times these little black girls, especially a little black girl, you go out here, we're not built like the rest of these girls. We have our bodies are built different. You go outside, put some clothes on. There's men in the house. Why do I have to protect myself around men? Do you get what I'm saying? There's not the same protection for little boys. And these little boys is out here fucking just, he's that nigga. because he got an older girl looking at him.
I don't think adults are saying that. I think kids were saying that.
Nah, I'm telling you,
if my kid is 16 years old, I'm not gonna be happy about him getting some pussy from. He shouldn't even be having sex.
16?
Would you be upset?
Y'all
not gonna put me on camera.
I don't know.
I haven't mentally put my. I don't have a kid yet.
Listen,
so I don't know how I feel.
This is what I'm telling you. These babies is having sex in middle school. Okay, they was having middle.
Why is it so different from when a little boy, like a young boy, going into adulthood gets some butt, rather than a younger girl? Why is it so different? Like, let's just say if two little 16-year-olds end up having sex, because
the
father wants to kill the activity
of fornication is being performed offensively and not defensively. You get what I'm saying?
So there's the female parts versus male parts.
Listen,
he's entering.
He's doing the doing instead of receiving.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about that? What's even crazier?
I think that's true, because after watching Michael Chase say that comedies is like, he said he'd be upset if he's like, he said I would be upset if my son was gay, but he said I would be upset if my daughter was straight. He said I just want to protect my kids from getting penetrated by penises.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's the craziest part about all that? I have a kid that age. These little girls are like, I'm sorry, I don't know who like what is going on, but these little girls are ruthless. Okay, these little girls are sending nudes in like middle school. I'm telling you, like I like my son is a popular kid. He's a football player, basketball player, lacrosse player. Like he's already like 6'1" and he's 15.
Let me put my mature face on, because I'm definitely like, there's so many jokes that's popping up, and I want to. It's just, let me put my mature face on.
Like for me, being a mom, I have a son and I have a daughter. You get what I'm saying? Like my son, these little girls have been on him. And I remember him not understanding it yet. And little girls him hearing stuff on the bus, girls doing stuff on the bus. And it's a lot of times, like, unfortunately, a lot of these girls and boys are not being taught.
So what age do you feel it's appropriate for him to actually like explore?
Oh, it's too late for that.
I just want to keep it 100 with you, because
it's not in general. What age?
What age would you prefer your kid?
I
know that's a weird question, but
I must say I don't think there's like, if I could, I'd have that nigga wait till he's like 21, because I just feel like emotionally and mentally y'all aren't prepared.
Is it the same as the daughter though?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I just want to see.
Oh yeah. No, I don't like, to be honest. Like I tell my daughter and my son, like y'all are equal but separate. You get what I'm saying? Like
equal but different.
Exactly. Like I teach them the same things, like the same conversations. It might be a little different because there's different parts involved, but like obviously, like with my son, is just like I was like, yo, as long as you're honest with me, you're safe. And I would tell my daughter the same thing, even though I don't want either one of them to do it, because I just don't feel like they're prepared. Yeah. Like I had to tell my son, like, I was like, you're creating a bond, and even if you're like the girls, it's like, oh, I'm not your girlfriend. Like, he's like, you're not my girlfriend, but you know, you like me and we're talking. I'm like, yo, that's dangerous. You don't do that. I be telling him like, yo, don't play with these little girls. They'll have you caught up. Do not. I was like, girls don't understand. You're in more control because you have, you know, like you have the power to say no. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know it's enticing. I know you want to do it. I know it's everywhere. I know it's on music. I know it's in TV. But you have more power over this young lady who's just emotional. And when you create that bond with her, these little girls is crazy.
Let me say two things. And it's fine if you don't agree. But let me just get two of them out.
Go ahead.
I think, first off, that because we're men, I mean, SJ, we're men, and we've been, it's the protection of women has been embedded in us. Mm-hmm. When we think about a boy having sex, well, I'll not think about it, but when the subject of a younger boy having sex with an older woman doesn't really like hit home as it would if the roles were reversed, because we can identify ourselves in that 16-year-old little boy. Now, why I say that is because you just said that you feel like your son has more of the power. I disagree with that because the simple fact that it's like one rule that never changes. I don't care if you're 1-year-old to 7-year-old is women have the power of the pussy. Like the option.
But you have to insert.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
The option to be able to insert is always based on the woman's decision. And it's scarce. It's very scarce. Hold on. It's scarce. So when the opportunity presents itself, a kid is like I'm not even gonna say kid, a pre-adult, like a 16, 17-year-old kid is like, I got the option to do this.
And it's that's where I say the power lies in saying no. Because you don't know what you're doing. A lot of these little girls don't know what they're getting themselves into. They get attached to these little boys. They start harassing you. Then they want to get pregnant. I'm sorry. Like, you have the power to not let this thing happen. So you don't know what you're about to get into. There's only 3 things that can come out of happening. I agree with you. And you can say no.
I agree with you.
Pussy's everywhere.
Yeah, for you.
Pussy don't know.
To you.
You
can't say that
when you go to college.
You don't know what it's like to be a man. I'm telling you. There's niggas out, I'm not going to say who, but there's somebody very dear, close to me that I know. He's a man. And me and him had a discussion about how many bodies he had. And the man told me 5.
That's all
and
right.
I felt sorry for him.
Why?
Because
there's niggas like that.
Why?
There's niggas like that.
Like, that's bro. 5?
Is it about experience? Like,
yes, it's about experience. That's what I'm saying. Like, opportunity.
This is what I'm saying. Like, but it's just like, so all pussy is good pussy? Like,
no,
what the
it's
fuck?
not. But what if
no.
He won't be able to
what if that 6'1" is the bitch that ruins his life? Like,
what if the 6'1" was the best thing he ever felt?
There's always gonna be a 6'1". Do you get him? Like, it's just like,
I'm just saying,
can choose. That's the power.
No. See, here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
it's not really. It's not
true.
really that you're.
It's not that he's not stopping.
Really choosing.
He's not. He didn't choose to hit 5 and stop. That's all he was able to get. If he would have chose,
he would have hit 50.
He would have hit 1,000 if he could choose. That's what I'm saying. So you're saying pussy's everywhere. Not for everybody. Not for every guy.
Not for every guy. Okay, fair enough. But I'm just saying, like, not all pussy is good pussy. So just because you can get it doesn't mean it's great. Doesn't mean that bitch ain't crazy. And I get all those things. All those variables. Feel like it's just like there's too many variables to say. Like, a guy who gets 5 to 50, like,
look, there's a reason why there's incels that are men. Yeah, how many women are incels? Are there incel women?
I've
never heard of that.
I don't think there is, but because a nigga's gonna hit anything,
bro.
That's nasty.
But it's
okay. It is what it is.
It's hold on. It is what it is. So let's be real. That's like seeing a person that's a homeless person. I hate to make this comparison, but you can't see a homeless person dig in the garbage, eat food, and be like, ew, and then go back to your house with food in your fridge. Like the niggas don't have the option like that. Niggas do not have options like
there's food everywhere.
So you're saying because there's not that many options for certain guys, they should hit every chick.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just showing the difference in the viewpoint. The difference in the viewpoint for a man and a woman. Like, this is how you say you raise your kids equal, but there's a difference. There is a difference when it comes to sexual opportunities.
My mom.
I'm not saying
you know how Jamaicans say.
I know how this is close to home, and I would never disrespect you and say that your kid. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that your kid at 16 years old should be out here.
It's too late.
Stabbing niggas. Hey, y'all, that's not my business now. I'm not saying he should be out here stabbing niggas up. But I'm saying the way he's gonna view it is different from the reality of what you're saying.
Definitely, but that's why I inform him, I give him
and
the
that's
tools,
good. That's
and
good.
I know him, I tell him what he's getting into when he chooses
and
to
that's
do
a
that.
beautiful thing.
That's all I can do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying, oh, y'all shouldn't. I'm saying just think before you do it, because you have more power than you think. That's all I'm saying.
But I'm gonna be honest with you.
But your son's a jock.
He is.
I don't think he's gonna think too much about that.
Like, what do you get?
He gives no fuck. My son don't give no fuck.
Just from my experience, it's like,
he's not only a jock, but he's a tall, brown skin.
Oh yeah,
he's like
what are you talking about?
Listen, his mother and his father. Okay, I already know.
Right.
I already know. I just want him to be prepared to know there comes a responsibility when you're doing that.
Definitely.
There's only 3 things that can come out of this situation.
Yeah.
You either coming, you either have baby, or you got an ST something. Okay,
Yeah.
so I just need him to be prepared that with what he has, the power he has, there's a great responsibility.
All right, so
I just don't want him to take that.
There's that responsibility with that girl coming from the club, or it's the responsibility with your math teacher with the fatty.
Duh.
What? Like, what do you think is gonna happen?
Well, not gonna say every, because there's some different niggas out there.
So why is it that men go to jail for this same thing? She's going to jail.
Oh yeah, she's
going to jail. What I'm saying is it's been happening for a very long time,
bro. You remember
these women have been getting away with it, and I just don't. Y'all like it? I think it's weird. I think it's weird.
I think I told you about it.
Oh yeah, with the
I'm not gonna be damn near 30 hitting on somebody who's still in high school. Like, I'm good. Like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with him? But
I get what Gino's saying, because you know how Jamaicans have those like old sayings that they always say, like, oh, my grandfather used to say.
Yeah.
My mom always used to say, when I'm too picky, she goes, the hog wash with the first water he catch.
Yep.
I know you heard that.
Yep.
Like when you be too picky. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Basically, like,
you don't know when the next time this shit gonna come.
Yeah.
So you better come now. All I'm saying is this, like,
I feel bad for y'all.
Check this out. Hold on, let me ask you.
Really bad
let me tell you like this. So you know how like there's always that guy. You know how some girls, maybe not you, because I feel like you more realistic.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Can I rewind this real quick, right? Sade, right?
What?
I'm gonna ask you, and I'm gonna ask you. If you needed to have sexual intercourse, right?
Yeah.
And you were, I don't even think girls go through a drought, but you were going through a drought or whatever, right?
Oh yeah, there's droughts.
What would you have to do compared to what you would have to do?
Oh man.
If I go to,
I'm about to give secrets away.
I know you don't need it.
No, that's not true. That's not true at all. Like, but that's not true at all.
No, I thought that's what you were gonna say.
No,
I thought that's what you were gonna say.
No, you just fucking.
What actions would you go through, and what actions would you have to go through?
First.
What actions would I go through?
Yeah.
That's a good question. What have I done when I was in a drought? I just hit up my old niggas, like. Like they don't ever go like niggas just don't go nowhere.
All you would have to do is walk outside with your mini skirt.
That don't know. That don't.
You would have to go to blah boom. You would have to go
blah boom, nigga.
You would have to.
Okay. That's not
let's get into it.
You would have to start going to the
nigga
to your doing your rounds, being on social media.
Listen. So if I'm single and I am in a drought, which I have been in before. Men go through droughts.
We go through droughts too.
Men go through frequent droughts. So I'm telling you, this is what happens. I'm downloading 3 dating apps. 3. This is me. For y'all that's not with that shit, cool. There's Hinge, Tinder, and Bumble. Those 3 is getting downloaded. Then I'm hitting up I'm hitting up my niggas, I'm hitting up Slink. Hey bro, I'm going here on Friday, Saturday. What's up? We hitting this spot. We're hitting on Friday. May jump to another spot. Saturday we may hit 2 more, and then we get to this. Let's say I have 10 candidates of the people that I'm trying. I got to go through a talking session of probably like what?
So you think girls don't got to do that too?
No, like, you don't.
No, like see, this is the thing. There are many.
This is why what you're gonna say is gonna lead me to my point. I promise you. But go ahead.
There are many options, but you don't want all them options. Not all them options is good options.
You're capable of being picky. We don't have that.
Okay.
We don't have that.
Sorry for you.
That's what I'm saying. So here's my analogy. So look, like, you ever seen a girl be like, oh, this nigga, this is my friend, blah 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 blah, and then another nigga be like, that nigga trying to fuck, and your girl be like, no, he's not. He's just a good friend.
Oh, and that's happened.
Hold on. And then 2 niggas look at each other like this. Mm-hmm. Every nigga knows when another nigga is trying to fuck. there are body language signs that's just way too
also,
familiar.
too, niggas know when you didn't fuck yet.
And niggas know niggas know exactly what has gone through a man and a woman based off their interactions. If a man is trying to fuck, if a man fucked, or if a man is never going to fuck, we can look at that man, interact with that woman, and know that's happened. There's very few niggas that's able to match that. Very, very, very few. There's only one nigga I've ever like, oh shit, I didn't even see that. And it's because I was just like, not even paying attention. There's only one. I'm not going to say his name, but you know him. There's only one nigga that's ever been able to hide that from me. But every nigga knows, bro, it's his body language, bro. There's certain things niggas say. There's certain questions niggas ask to that lead. We know where the path you're going, bro. So in the end of the day, the fact that we have to have this like this whole path or tutorial, or not even tutorial, this whole path of trying to get to the almighty P. You know what I mean? It just shows you that the option is not. Now I'm not gonna say there's not men that are more blessed or more dominant in the sexual game, but in the end of the day, somebody I find myself to be like growing up. Let's just say I had my fair share, and I feel like I was very lucky in that area of my life. I'm not gonna sit here and say like toot my horn. I'm gonna be humble about it. I was lucky, but it's something that I know that not a lot of niggas get pussy. Not a lot of niggas have the option, and very, very few niggas have the opportunity to be picky.
Why do you think that is though? Like, cause I like we said like in an earlier episode, like there's 600,000 more women than men, and it's just like why do the men who have the options and the men what's the difference between the men who have the options and the men who don't? So like like you said,
they're pre-select.
We do. I mean,
because girls like what other niggas like. I mean, other girls like.
But
exactly.
I guess that's what I'm saying. Like that's
not
not
just
true
that too.
Because it's old for me personally. It's the niggas that everybody ain't looking for. That's the best nigga. Like that's what I said. Like not all the options are good options. I've had the options that every girl wants, and it wasn't all that cracked up to be. And it's like, yo, you can have that nigga. Go ahead. Like,
probably.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like I feel like. Even though we have more options, we have to do more filtering to get to the best options. Like, this is going to sound crazy, but you got to go through at least 9 niggas to get to the 10th one.
Do you see how crazy that sounds? Hold on, my nigga. Hold on. No. Do you see? No. Let's just take this conversation. Hold on. Let's just take this conversation. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. Usually I don't do it, but
it's okay.
Let's just take this situation and change women.
That's
and
crazy.
Let me say this. Let's just act as if we were talking about money and finances and resources. That's like saying like it's not that easy having all these options of places to go and food to eat. Like imagine if I had to choose between filet mignon, the McDonald's, all this shit, you know, and you only gotta choose between sardines and shit.
I don't want no crab legs.
You don't understand my struggle. And then the niggas is there looking at like,
I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm sorry. Maybe that's insensitive.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a different. Right. So you know,
I don't know. All these options fucking suck.
So hey, there may be a process and an obstacle that you have to overcome as a woman. But as a man,
definitely.
Men are this is a conversation me and my nigga Niz have all the time. Could you imagine being Drake, bro? Or Jay-Z? Like there is not a man on this planet that gets as much sexual opportunity
as a famous man.
As a female.
Man does.
The only man that can ever consider, and I'm talking about consider, because there's still situations where, look, if an average woman steps outside and just holds up a sign, giving free pussy, nigga, there's gonna be so many accidents. One, that niggas is crashing left and right. That line is gonna be fucking long as fuck. Now, if Drake steps out in the middle of the street and says, I'm giving out free dick, there may be a line, but there's going to be so many people like, ew, like what the fuck, nigga?
I was dating this girl, right? And I remember she was showing me her DM and was like, oh, look what what's her name sent in my DM. She was just showing me something. And she closed it and I'm looking at it. And she has at least like, and she's like a bad, like she look good, right? Yeah. And she has at least 7 niggas a day, 7 times 30. You get what I'm saying? That's 210 niggas every month in her DMs. Hey, beautiful, how you doing? And that's when I realized, yo, this bitch is choosing me every day.
That's insane, my nigga.
Cause these niggas
every single day.
There's a lot of white niggas. There's a lot of white niggas, but
it's like okay, we got the options,
but she could just fuck them.
Fucking suck.
She could just fuck them.
Nah, listen, okay, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm a little bit more picky, but I'm sorry. Like I want good dick every time. I'm not like I don't want no fucking Oscar Mayer. Don't fucking hit me up in my inbox.
It's not all about.
It's not. No, it's not all about that. But that's what I'm saying.
There's niggas that want to spend money on her.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like all a girl really wants is one nigga that got it all.
I don't think that's every woman though. That's you. You're talking about the caliber of woman you are.
Maybe. But I'm sorry,
you're right. Because a lot of women have a nigga for everything.
This nigga,
Mr. Fix It, he's gonna fix my car, my crib.
Like I grew out of that.
This nigga is gonna take me out. He got the bag. This nigga is gonna be my emotional tampon. This is my movie and popcorn.
Emotional tampon.
Honestly, bro.
That's so funny.
And this is the thing that kind of like this is what geared, like, I ain't gonna lie. The movie Hitch. I know you don't like Will Smith, but that movie was that movie was a huge movie for me as a kid. Like growing up,
I never
seeing that nigga get like being a cornball and then changing who he was, I'm like, yep, sound about right. My nigga, like, why you think a lot of these niggas is like the way they is, bro? Future. My nigga, like, women have so many options. So, and this is...
But that's what's confusing to me. How is there 600,000 more of us and we got more options than y'all?
And I'm about to tell you right now. So, y'all have so many... All right, so being that women have more opportunities, y'all get to be picky, which is like... All of y'all want the top 10. All of y'all want top 10 niggas.
No.
How many times, you ever...
Top 10 niggas is the worst. Look at Future. Look at...
Okay, but that's not the top 10. Future's not top 10.
But what's the top 10? That's what I'm saying. Like, who's top 10?
Top 10? Like, it's like...
He means top 10%.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, top 20. Like, it's statistically, they say, I don't know if it's right. I'm not agreeing with it, but they say women fuck the top 20% of men.
Yeah. I seen that in Atlanta.
And I agree. I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly because at the end of the day, it's like this. Look, why do you think there's a debate whether it's as bad as it is cheating for a man than it is a woman? There is a difference. I'm not ever gonna touch that conversation because what I think, I don't have any support for it or scientific proof of it, but I do think it hurts a lot more.
Because y'all are ego.
When a woman cheats. It's not even just ego because you know you'll never be able to match the opportunity as she has. Like you could, like my nigga, I can't stress enough, bro. All the women want the top 10%. So in the end of the day, it's like, if y'all all want the top 10%, y'all have the opportunity to be picky. None of y'all gonna get the top 10%. Like probably like fucking minuscule because the ratio was off. There's way more of y'all. So in the end of the day, this is where Kevin Samuels comes into play. This is where these niggas end up coming up and start pointing out like that's what the problem is.
But I'm about to say I definitely fucking agree with that because I feel like the top 10, I'm telling you, like the dudes that every girl wants, most of the time these niggas ain't shit. They're the worst niggas out of all the niggas.
I hear that.
Like they're the worst. That's what I'm saying. Like I think if a woman thinks like that, and if a woman sees that she has options, and because she has more options, that's great. I'm sorry, I don't really think that's a good thing. Because a lot of the options fucking suck. Like I said, it's 9 out of 10.
But but here's the difference though. Look, when you hear like, look, if your man's got a new girl, he's like, yo, I got this new joint. She bad as fuck, bro. She know how to cook. When a girl get a new nigga, he got a job, he's 6 foot tall, he got good teeth,
I'm
he
not like
drives
that.
this, but let's not act like, just because you're not like that, let's not act like it's not the
general.
So in general, you're asking, why do women have even though the ratio is off, why do women, this is why, because y'all have these criterias. Men is like, hey, I'm just looking for
stop
something.
fucking watching Disney movies because that shit is fake.
Hey man, I wanted to make a song saying fuck Disney because I definitely feel like they just
like
set a lot of us up. But
yeah,
I don't know, man.
Listen, y'all. We could talk about this all day.
Oh, we could.
But I'm gonna cut it short. That's an hour and 35 minutes.
That's not short, nigga. We episode and a half in this bitch.
Yeah, no, right? I'm gonna cut it long.
Niggas went to Jurassic Park to goddamn Kevin Samuels.
Yo, man, that was the IC. Thanks for tuning in. Come back next week. Peace.
Later.